I'll refer the last year's manual because I don't have any theory on continuous monitoring uh, in this lab manual. So let's just let us just see what continuous monitoring is. All right, and how Nagios is a tool to do continuous monitoring. All right, so last year's the link for this last year's classroom is already available in the classwork in your class stream, so you can refer it from there. This is the lab manual for last year, 2021 batch. We'll just see what continuous monitoring is. And okay, so here you can see there is this phase of monitoring. All right, this one over here. Okay, in the DevOps life cycle, you can see there's a continuous monitoring stage over here. All right, and what that is basically if when you have done through all these procedure, once your uh, application or whatever your once your application is uh, live on the production servers, then what the monitoring tools the continuous monitoring tools do is that they monitor your application continuously for any bugs or security issues. Of course, we saw DevSecOps last time. I think it did not work. Okay, I forgot to upload the working code, uh, show you the demonstration. So I'll do that later on. We did that using um, SonarQube, right? So yeah. So I'll just upload that video too, where I've shown you the. Uh, so there will be two parts to that video also, the SonarQube theory and then the SonarQube practical, in which I'll show you how to find bugs uh, in your code. All right, so that is static analysis. And once you're so that was regarding the static analysis of your code, right? So before your deployment, before the deployment of your application on the production servers, if you want to find out any bugs or vulnerabilities that exist in your uh, what do you call in your source code, then you would go through it. All right, and after that, once your application is live, all right, that is where the continuous monitoring tools come in. All right, and what they do is they monitor your application in real time for any security threats that have caused or any issues that have occurred. All right, so say for example your application was supposed to be live 24/7, right? And it goes out, some denial of service attack or any other attack has happened on your server, and due to that the service is not running anymore. All right, so that issue will be uh, that issue. These tools will be able to send a notification of this. A notification of that error would be sent to the system administrator uh, by these tools. All right. So Nagios, Splunk, and this Salt Stack. These are famous tools that are used for continuous monitoring. All right. I think there is also something called as ELK, which is a monitoring tool. All right. If you go into the continuous monitoring, you will see the information. Yes, ELK stack is there. All right. What it does is it finds all the uh, bugs or any improper behavior of the system. All right. If your system starts to perform out of the normal, then that issue will be reported to the system administrator by these tools. All right. In short. Okay. So now we now that we have some idea of what continuous monitoring is, again, let me just see the tools. Continuous monitoring, I just told you what it is. Nagios is a continuous monitoring tool. So basically, anything that continuous monitoring is expected to do, Nagios does that. All right. If you want to have details about Nagios, you can just you can see over here Nagios is formerly known Nagios Core, formerly known as Nagios, is a free and open source computer software application that monitors system, network, and infrastructure. Nagios offers monitoring and altering services for servers, switches, applications, services, also ports. So you can just go over here and read all the information which you will be required to do once I assign you the assignment, the write-up assignment for this practical. Okay. So there are various versions. What we require is to install Nagios Core. All right. So over here, if you just go to projects and Nagios Core, uh, you'll come to this page. You don't have to You can see the services that are available. There's Nagios XI, which has more things available. This is an open source monitoring engine, Nagios Core. Our practical actually says to install Nagios Core, so that is what we'll do. If you see over here, to understand continuous monitoring to installation of and configuration of Nagios Core, Nagios plugins, and NRPE, that is Nagios Remote Plugin Executor. All right. So for that, I forgot where the link was. Maybe we will just search. Right. Nagios install Ubuntu. Okay. So I guess this is the link. What I searched for is nagios.com install Linux, and then you can see this link, which is support.nagios.com. Let me just verify whether this is the correct link. Yes, uh, this one is the link. All right. So you'll come to this page, and there's uh, on this link you'll find all the information you will require to install the. Uh, so you can see there are two distinct sections to it: installing the Nagios core and installing Nagios plugins. All right. Now, this Nagios plugins are basically all the plugins that are most of the plugins that are required to run the Nagios core. All right, not all of the plugins default plugins, but uh, plugins required to install the Nagios core. All right. So now, what you'll do is just just click on this section where it says Nagios core, installing Nagios core to on Ubuntu. Once you come to this page, I guess you over here. Okay. All right. After you come to this section, all right. So it was not this one. It was actually this one. Installing Nagios core from source. All right. Then you go to the Ubuntu section, and here you will find all the commands that you require. Okay. So there are a lot of commands that you need to do. All right. Uh, till this point, you have to install all the commands which start somewhere. Okay, so here, from here it starts, and it goes all the way till the section where you have SE Linux, that is security enabled Linux. Okay, so this security enhanced Linux is where is a different type of Linux. All right, where the security feature is enabled, but uh, you won't have, if you have installed default Ubuntu, you won't have it. You won't have security enhanced feature enabled. All right. So to check that whether you have this enabled or not, you'll just have to run this command in the uh, command prompt. All right. So let's just go to our system. So these are the two systems that I have made. Of course, this one I don't need right now. I'll make a video. This system in this on this system Nagios, I'm supposed to install the Nagios core along with the plugin and NRPE. Okay, and on this system, that is test system for Nagios. What I'll do is I'll start an application. Okay, or maybe I'll just use this Jenkins server. So basically what I'll do is just start an application. It will be running a container. All right, and what this Nagios server will do is monitor this test system for to check whether the port is open, it is responding. So if you can see over here, we have to check port monitoring, service monitoring. All right. So if the traffic for that port is enabled or not, so I'll just first disable the port, check the monitor it that way, and then enable the port and check it again. So it should run okay. Then service monitoring and server monitoring. All right. These three things we'll see if what I'll do is just make another video of these three things, and upload it in stream. So make sure that you go through it. All right. Okay. So this Nagios system is available over here. All I need to do is go to experiment number 9 and 10. I have the installation steps for Nagios written over here. I'll open up my CMD, run it as administrator because I'll require permissions to, since I have set the PEM file permissions uh, to be accessible by the administrator only, I'll require administrator privileges. And now I am in my folder. Okay, and I'll just clear the screen. I need to SSH. Okay, and the IP address. So this IP address, I need to I'll just say yes, and it will take me inside my server. All right. So now that I am in my server, the remote server, if I just list out all the files, you'll see I already have the shell commands of all the shell files of all the uh, commands that I need to run. So you have the install Nagios, install Nagios plugins.sh, and then install uh, NRPE agent. Okay, so that should you can see install NRPE and then agent. Okay, so these are all the three installations that we need to do in this practical, and I've already made a shelf file. So if I just view the uh, okay, if I just list print out all the commands, you can see that there are a lot of commands which are directly taken from this website. Okay, so whatever is given over here, all right, everything I've simply copied and pasted inside. Okay, only the only change that I made was the things that are not actual commands, I put them as comments. Okay, so you can ignore this part 1 and part 2. That I did initially because before part 2, over here it hints for entering a password. Okay, and so what I thought was I'll make two parts to this installation of Nagios. uh, but even if you do it in one go, it is okay because after this step it will hint you for default password setting for this user Nagios admin. Once you set that password, it will go ahead with installing all the other things that uh, it needs. Okay, so installing Nagios plugins and starting the Apache web server and all those things. All right. So here you can see uh, these steps are exactly the same. All right. You can see over here. First, what we check is whether the Ubuntu system that we are using is security enhanced Linux or not. All right. So to do that, what you do, what you will need to do is you will need to copy this command. Okay, I should have pasted it over here. All right, I already have it over here. Okay, the source also. I'll also put the source uh, of where I got this command. That is basically this URL above in the lab manual. I have not updated the lab manual yet. So just copy this command and paste it at the end. Just check whether security feature is enabled or not. Here you can see it has the feature, but it is not available. All right, so the version is not available, architecture and neither the description is available, which means in short that it is not installed. All right, so we are good to go with the rest of the commands. If at all, so, if at all, what you need to do is if you check the system this command and the feature is enabled, the security feature is enabled for your Ubuntu system. So what you'll do is basically go to the end of this. You have to go to SE Linux. Okay, I actually copied the command from SE Linux itself. So you will get lost in this documentation. So what you can do is just go to the starting point. You can see this is the Ubuntu. Uh, these are the steps which we are going to perform. This plain Ubuntu steps. All right, and if at all this command returns a version and architecture for your Linux machine, it means that your Linux is security enabled. And in that case, you need to go up uh, to this step and click on this one. Okay, so security enabled Linux, or is it this one? Yes, yeah. So security enhanced Linux. All right, this section you need to go through. All right. Okay, so I'll just list out all the commands once again and explain it to from there. So I'll just install uh, Nagios sh. Okay, so let us see all the commands and then I'll just run them in one go. Okay, so what I have inside here, I have some comments which obviously start with an asterisk sign. Okay, so what we do over here is first install the prerequisite packages. You can see I have taken the Ubuntu. The Ubuntu system that I have is Ubuntu 20. So I went and copied the command for Ubuntu 20. You can just see over here. You can see over here the prerequisites are uh, different for Ubuntu server. The commands for this, the prerequisites are the same, but the commands are a little bit different. For Ubuntu 14, 15, 16, 17, they are different, and then 18, they are different, and then for 20, they are different as well. All right. So what you need to do is depending on the installation that you have for Ubuntu, you'll just select your commands. Okay, and this is followed similarly for all the others. So wherever you have these sections where you have different commands for different flavors of not different flavors but different versions of Ubuntu, you'll simply select the appropriate section and run that command. Okay, so you can see that I have simply copied this command entirely. Only what I did was the above line I put in comment and the below lines, since they are commands, I left them as it is. Okay. So here you can see I only added one command initially extra, that is upgrade. You don't need to do it what you can do is, after you do your fresh installation of Ubuntu, you can just perform it once, and after that it won't be required. Okay. Then upgrading it, updating the apt-get packages and installing these dependencies. So you can see there is unzip that you will require. This wget, which will basically get the uh, web URL. There's make, which will be used to make the binary. There's the C compiler. There's library, some library, I don't know what this is. There's auto configuration. There's Apache 2. There's PHP, which is required. I guess these libraries are, this library is actually required for installation of PHP. Okay, so you can just search for installation of PHP and the required packages. I think you'll just get this over here, because most of these packages are, these packages are general packages. GCC you will require because it is, this Nagios is actually written in C, I guess, and written by Linux. Okay, so the organization of Linus Torvalds, who created Linux, actually did this Nagios also. Okay, so we have three things that are done by him. The Linux that we know of. All right, so he was a pretty smart guy. He did Linux operating system. Then he did Git, which was used for saving the versions, different versions of Linux, and later on we just used it for saving code. So Linux, Git, and then now we have Nagios. All right. Then we have this lib Apache module which we require, and this one more thing, which is a version of Dave. I don't know what this library is. Anyway, uh, then we download the source file. The Nagios core source file is available on this URL. Sorry, this URL. Okay, so we just copy this, download this tar file, tarball archive, and then unzip that, or untar that file. Okay, so this archive, we just extract that file and then we compile it. Okay, so compilation is done using these commands. We just go to that directory. We do this dot slash configure, which, if you remember, is is the same way that we compile our C programs, right? If you remember, in GCC, we do this, and it actually runs our C program. Anyway, so create and add user group. So you'll require to make a fresh user and a fresh group for this Nagios usage. All right, uh, and then these are the steps: sudo make install user groups, and then the name of the user you will give as Nagios, and the mode is, I guess, www data, or the group is www data, right? And then install the binaries that you require. So this steps installs the binary files of CGI and HTML files. You simply do sudo make install, install service daemon. This is the step to install the service daemon, and install command mode, then install configuration files, install Apache config file, configure the firewall. So it says you need to allow port 80 for inbound traffic on local firewall, so you can reach the Nagios core web interface. All right, so we'll see that Nagios core interface running on the port 80, which is the default port you use. If you don't specify any port number, then it is port number 80. So that is done over here. All right. Then creating the Nagios admin user account, which will be used for which will be used by Nagios. So that is done in this step. Okay, you can see over here you have added to this file HTTP password users. You just add a password for this. You just create a user. So this hyphen C says you have to create. Here you are creating the user Nagios admin, and after this step, you will be hinted to insert a password for this Nagios admin user that you have created. After that, you have to start the Apache server. You start the service daemon for Nagios. You install the Nagios plugins. These are the plugins which you will require in order to see that your Nagios is working properly. All right. So Nagios is basically a monitoring tool, and essentially what it will do is make use of all the network monitoring tools or the commands that are available. So in your networks lab, you have learned all the commands. So you can simply see over here it is a simple network management protocol that it is installing, right? SNMP is installed, and these are all the basic packages that it will require. Apart from that, SNMP is actually very important because that is the monitoring tool, okay, or the protocol as it says, simple network management protocol that you will require. Then downloading the source again, you will for these plugins, Nagios plugins that are required. You will download the zip file. You will unzip that file. Zip in the sense not zip actually, but the archive, tar archive, and then uh, extract that tar file, and then compile those plugins, install those plugins, and test whether those are working. So to test them, and then the service daemon. Again, this is different for all the other Linux. So basically, you will just start the services and restart the Nagios services. You will stop the services, and then at the end, you will just check the service status. So now, what I'll do is I'll just uh, so if you want to save these commands, what you can do is just write nano install sh. Just copy these commands into the file, okay, as I've done. And at the end, what you can do is just write sh and run all these commands, okay. So it will take a lot of time to run. Will Initially, yeah, it will take a lot of time to run. I already have most of all the of these packages installed. So if you can see over here, it just says it yes to all these commands, okay. That is, it is already installed, and so uh, we'll just see the final output of this. uh, 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 till the time it checks all these, we'll go to the next section, which is installing the Nagios plugins, okay. Over here too, uh, for this Nagios plugins, the source I've kept over here. You can just go over here. I don't know where to. Yes, here you can see the Nagios plugins installation part, and I guess if you go over here to here, you will have to go to Ubuntu section again, and here you have all the default plugins that will be used. Okay, you can just copy these commands and paste it into your file. All right, to install these plugins. Of course, not all the so you can see all the plugins that are available. So you have the check DNS plugin, you have the check SMB, that is Samba plugin, check game, I don't know what that is, but check ping, all right, fping, the mail queue, uh, check flexm, all these plugins that come bundled with it. what you can use for Nagios core. All right. So basically, in you can just install. You can just copy these commands and paste it inside there. So that is exactly what I've done over here. You can see if you just check these commands, all I've done is exactly that. That is sudo apt-get update. Okay, I need to go to section. Oh, this is SUSE Linux. I should have this Ubuntu. All right. So over here, you have this sudo apt-get update, and then install autoconf and GCC. Most of these packages are common. We have already installed it in Nagios 2 installation also. Then check for PSQL. Uh, all these packages that are required, I just copy those command and pasted it over here. Once you do this procedure, your Nagios will be up and running. Okay, so over here, all right. So now you can see it as it came to this installation part. It is now asking us for password. Okay, so I'll just provide in the password. I'll just provide it once again, and it will go ahead with the installation procedure. You can see most of the cases, all of the cases, it's either says yes or okay at the end, which means that it is already installed. All right. So after that, what you need to do is install Nagios plugins, and then finally Nagios NRP. So I'll just show the command place where from where I got these commands. So you just go to this section where it says NRP and the installation procedure. Okay, so installation here. Here's the okay. That's NRP for it's NRP XI. I don't want that. Or is it? Let me just go to the source itself and verify from where I have downloaded it. Uh, NRP agent. Let's just search NRPE agent, install Linux. Okay, install NRP. Okay, basically brought us to the same page, I guess. But over here, it took us to how to install NRP. This section. Okay, so you need to ignore this part, and I guess you have to go to this part. But NRPE. The installation of NRP. Yeah, you can see installing NRP from source documentation. This should open up a PDF file. No, it did not. Okay, install NRP from source. Is this it? No, this is not it. NRPE. agent columns. Okay, I should have saved that link. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll just search the link once again, and once I get that link, I'll just paste that link uh, in the lab manual as well, along with the commands. So you can just refer that source file. Okay, from where I got this link. I guess this was in a PDF file. So there was a PDF file from the official page, of course, not from anywhere else. Uh, from the official site, I just got these instructions where you can install Linux NRPE agent, and these are all the steps that are required to run that Linux agent. Okay, so let us just see whether we have. Okay, so this is active and running. I'll just press Control C twice to exit. And now, if I just copy the URL of this host machine and paste it over here and write slash Nagios LTR, it's Nagios, and it will ask you for username and password. Mine is Nagios admin, I guess, and password. Okay, the username and password is different. Let me just verify the username from here. It was before the part 2. This Nagios admin, why did it show me some error? Correct. So I have my caps lock on. That is why it was. Once you enter your password, you will come to this page, which is basically your Nagios dashboard. All right, and you can see all the hosts that are available by default. There will be only one, which is the local host. All right, local host meaning the server in which this remote server in which Nagios is installed, and it will show us all the issues with it once you go to I guess the services. Over here you can see the swap usage is critical. All right, so I guess when you create this instance, the swap area which is given for Linux is not enabled. So what you can do basically is just copy these commands into the uh, so if I just show you Nagios plugins, I guess, yes, plugins.sh. This is the Nagios plugins after you have installed. Uh, these are the same commands that I showed you from the Nagios plugins page. You just need to copy these commands and paste it into a shell file and run these commands. It will not hint you for anything, it will just run. And then, similarly, if I just show you install NRPE agent, these are a few steps that you will be required to install NRPE agent. Okay, so just run these files. I'll just put these files, the contents of these files in the lab manual. Okay, this is a lengthy and somewhat tedious procedure if you don't, if you follow it from some unofficial source, you will get into errors. So don't go to unofficial Nagios uh, installation videos. All right, just view the source that I've given, because that is current and that will work. Though the videos that you'll videos or any other blogs that you'll read, they were relevant at one point. What happens is that these installation steps and procedures, as you have seen, as the versions of Ubuntu uh, are updated, the installation steps are updated. So the installation steps that you will get will not be the same. All right. So that is why you will require to install it from an authentic source. All right. So you can also go to this documentation page, which is the Nagios Core Lab manuals. I guess from here I'll get. You can see, yes, here you will see the NRPE manual, I guess. The installation procedure. Yes, here you can see the installation procedure, but I don't think this is the same one. Uh, it's somewhat different, but it should run too. All right. So this will run too. All right. So once you have Nagios core installed, it will give you the documentation part where you can find the NRP installation video, NRP installation guide. All right. So we'll stop here because it is already 11. And what I'll do is just, yeah, I'm not in the same class. And this is my I'll just enable the attendance form link. If you have any doubts, you can unmute your mic and ask. This is a somewhat tedious procedure, so I'll make sure that I uh, put the video as well as the uh, I update the lab manual so that you can refer all the commands from there. All right, you can start filling in your attendance details. If you have any doubts, you can just unmute your mic and ask. Otherwise, you can all exit from this session. Thank you very much. Only after you mark your attendance, you should exit, because I'll not consider your attendance later on. So yes, thank you everyone.